Good morning. How's everybody today? Hope you're doing well. Another beautiful day today. What's everybody up to today? Before everybody comes on, I just wanted to say this. In my experience, sometimes people get too serious and forget how to laugh and smile and enjoy life. So chill out a little bit and smile. Be happy. Good morning, Mr. Warlock. How are you today? I think I got money coming. My nose itches. Is that right? Itchy nose. Money coming. What's happening at your neck of the woods? Anything good? Good morning, Mr. Mitch. Fine, sir. And Warlock. Mitch, thank you very much for your clip about the squirrel. Funny? I think I watched that 10 times. I thought, where is he coming from? I kept watching. You'd see him sitting in the plant pot. So funny. I had to watch it 10 times or more. Funny. People coming and going. You're welcome. You know what I was going to say? If people have those clips and they're happy for me to use them in the video, it'd be fun to collect the load and try to put them together. He has nuts buried everywhere. Good morning, India. Deram. Good morning, sir. Yeah, it was like if collect a load of videos like that and make one big video, it'd be funny. Really funny to use. A lot of birds flying around this morning. Birds, you know the hanging basket up here. Hanging basket. There's some over there. They're flying in and out of that, making nests in there. Making nests. Anybody doing anything today? Any birthdays? Thank you, Mitch. Thank you so much. That's the first one. So if I can get some more. There's a lot of birds around here today. What's happening? I guess because of the rain coming, huh? Anybody got anything to say? Any birthdays? Any wishes? If not, I'm going to say something. But as soon as I start talking, I know it's going to happen. Everybody's going to come and say hi. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever that was from. One thing I wanted to say is that, I think life in the 50s, that was the first video I edited. I trimmed it, thank you, Mitch. Thank you for that. Good edit. I think, in the 50s, life was a lot easier. You went to work, you made your money, you had disposable income, you could pay your bills. People weren't rich, but Dad went to work, Mom stayed home, had, paid for everything. Mom made the home nice, did the gardening, cooked food, all that sort of stuff. And then the 60s, 70s, we got away from the traditional family. 80s, 90s. Now, between 2000 and 2010, everything went to rat poo. Just back home from my weekly friendship group. Very nice, Andy. So you have a friendship group here, huh? That's what I try to do here. That's very nice. What happens at the friendship group? Just meet up and talk? Enjoy each other's company? So between 2000 and 2010, I feel everything just went to rat poo. It went, the family disappeared. All these pronoun things came. What does it say? I forget. There was some statistics the other day about suicides in America, and 80% of those suicides were men, feeling lonely, have nobody to talk to. And I think there's a lot of that happening nowadays. And you know, I see it in some of the comments. Sometimes people are just plain out rude. So I delete the comment, no problem, and I put my hand up and say I do it. I don't need that. Just plain out rude. No need to have that. So I got a comment last night. Somebody left me a comment and asked, what is it? Can I criticize you or something like that? I'm like, who's going to say yes to that? Can I criticize you? And I said, who wants to listen to criticisms? Who, you know, constructive criticisms or worded in the right way, you know, then yes. I said, I had a boss who could tell you off and you go away feeling good about yourself. And it was later that you clicked to say, hey, he told me off. But the guy was magic. He was probably one of the best managers I've ever known. The way he talked to you, the way he encouraged you, he let you do what you wanted to do. He didn't sort of watch over you, but he could tell you off and you felt good. So why can't people just talk nice and explain themselves instead of going biting and being rude? And it's because of the way society is today. Society makes us that way. Well, we're a product of society. We can choose to participate in it, or we can choose to say, no, I want to stay happy. I want to encourage people. I want to, and so on and so on. I think you get the meaning. So I said, if you want to word things in the right way and be gentle and kind, then I'm very happy to listen. And the guy got upset and says, I'm going to delete my, unsubscribe and go away. I'm like, well, who said go away? So I said to him, here's my email address. And for anybody, here's my email address. Kevin S. Kevin's, no apostrophe, just Kevin S. Journey. So Kevin's Journey 56 at Gmail. If you feel down in the dumps or want to talk about something, then please email me. I will try my hardest to reply. You know, between doing the live in the morning and videos at night and editing and everything else, comments, sometimes I get stretched and I don't have time for me. But if somebody is hurting, and I believe people who are nasty are hurting, and they use me as an outlet, and I'm not complaining. You know, I guess they think I'm on the other end of the world. I can just say what I want to say. Well, you can, but I'll delete the comment. But if you're hurting inside and actually want to talk, you can go to my email address, Kevin S. Journey 56 at Gmail. Kevin's Journey 56 at Gmail. And leave your comment if you're hurting inside. You know, I'll put my hand up and I'll say this right out here, okay? I was married to a British woman and we moved to America. Long story short, she had extramarital activities. There was no touching or anything between us. And I longed for a hug. Physical touch. And recently I've learned through many different people talking. One woman actually who is a psychologist, something. She did a TED Talk and she said men need physical touch. Men need to be hugged more than women. I don't know how true that is, but you know, we are a human being. We live in an earth suit. We have emotions and feelings. You know, you can walk around with tattoos and I'm hard, but at the end of the day, I had my first wife, her brother, so my brother-in-law, his name was Terry. Terry got involved in bike groups, you know, the little yin-yang machines, and then the bigger ones and bigger until he had Harley Davidson. This is in England, right? He had tattoos all over himself and, you know, big bikes and they actually belonged to the Hells Angels in the end. Not just some local little group, the Hells Angels of Nottingham. And this is what I found. I met these people, and I met lots of them, and I wasn't part of that group. I was never a Hell's Angel. I never affiliated to anything. I'm just me going on about my business. The more I talk to these people, the more I've seen that they're putting this facade on to protect themselves, because inside they just wanted to be accepted. They just wanted to be loved, etc. So I think we all want to feel that we're important to somebody. I said to you before, Maslow's theory of hierarchy, right? The first thing we need is water, food, shelter, and then we need to feel good about ourselves, and then we want somebody to feel good about us. So like a father that says, Kev, you're a real good guy. You did a good job there. I had the total opposite. My father was I remember sitting watching TV in the living room one night. My mom used to go to work at 3 in the afternoon. So she wasn't around in the evening. She didn't know this was going on. But I remember sitting on the floor by the coffee table. Him and my sister were sat on the couch. No, I don't know if she was there. Maybe she wasn't there, but I can't. It happened while she was there too. Happened many times. And he would look, we're watching TV. He looks at me and says, you're useless. You're a piece of, and on and on and on. And I just look at him and I'm like, dude, we're watching TV. How old are you? He was like in his late 30s or maybe 40. I don't know how old he was then. Maybe late 30s. And I'm looking at him like you're whatever. So I just get up and go upstairs in my room. No conflict. So this is a childhood I had with my father. I didn't have that person to give me that confidence, to build me up, to say you're a good guy, to give me guidance, to love me. I didn't have that. Maybe that's why I am the way I am today. I feel pain, so I know I can see the pain in other people. So I just want to reach out and say, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'll never say something rude to you or bad about you. And that's why I say buckets of blessings, etc., because I really want you to feel that you're important, that somebody cares about you. So I'll get off my soapbox and just say, I think a lot of people say rude things because they think they can hide. It's a way of it, like a pressure cooker. It pops off and lets the steam out. And you can do that, but I'll just delete it. But if you actually want to talk, I'll give you my email address already. So, and I'm sorry for any pain that you may be carrying inside to make you want to do that, that may make you want to talk like that. But, we have to learn to be happy within ourselves and then go and smile at somebody else, and that's what causes the world to go around. Agree or disagree? Yeah, meet up and chat. Sounds good, Andy. Wasabi. Hot and spicy. Wasabi. When you eat spicy food, it goes down, burns your throat, burns your mouth, burns your stomach. When you eat wasabi, it goes up, doesn't it? It attacks your eyes, your sinuses. Funny. Clears your cold out. Did you get the budgie back? I haven't seen the budgie. And I presume he's from here. I've checked the Avery all over 2 or 3 times, and there's no hole. So the only thing I can think of, which I've done 100 times, is 1,000 times, is maybe I didn't shut the door properly when I went from I keep the food in the workshop over here. So maybe I left the door open and decided it was time to go. Okay, D-Ram's talking about my current bill is 1,200 Thai baht. What is that for? I'm not sure what your bill's for. Constructive. Thank you. Yeah, lots of suicide by train going on. So sad. Yeah. All kinds of different ways. There's an opioid crisis. People taking all kinds of opioids, getting drunk, hiding behind all kinds of things, just to numb the brain so you don't have to think. Thank you, Mitch. I'm not sure what's happening here or if you deleted something, but thank you. Always good to hear and see you. Thank you, William. Good morning. No notifications today. Sorry, Colleen. But good morning. Glad you're here. Good. Good morning. What are you doing up there? Birds in the tree singing. Good and bad among all people. Maybe, yeah, good and bad. But I think deep down, I hope they're all good, but hurting, and maybe choose the wrong course, whatever. But like I said, Crystal Palace, hey James, all the way from London. Maybe because of jealousy, Kevin. I don't know. I don't want to figure it out. If people are in pain, that causes me pain. Just want to help people if I can. But I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm just a normal guy on a journey, walking along the road of life. You see somebody who's hurt, fell down, you help them up, brush them off, and you go on about your business. But that's all I can say. A friend of a friend, teenager son, suicided last week, 13, among no warning out of the blue. People have to talk to each other. Agree, Andy. News, I have a 6th grandchild, a girl. Excited. Wow. Very good news, Colleen. New baby. Somebody to hug and hold. Amazing. Amazing. A 6th Thank you for sharing that. Love that. Kevin, rest of your vocals. Kevin, rest your vocals until Monday, my birthday. Ah, okay. No singing today, Arthur. Very cool. Agree. Mitch agrees. Ashley's wandering around Thailand from London, and he's hot. He said to me the other day in Facebook, he said, how do you cope with this heat? I don't know if I got used to it a little bit. I'm not sure. Michael says, good morning, agree, absolutely, more kindness, less anger. Yeah, I think anger is frustration that builds up and builds up and builds up until it pops. And you know what I do? Like around here, I can do what I want here because most of the time I'm on my own. But people will come by. But sometimes I get angry and I'll like pop and I'll swear and get upset about something. And 2 seconds later, I'm okay. It's just like poof, let it put the pressure off and then go back to normal. But I know for a fact I don't have half the worries that you guys who are living in the world still, out and interacting with people, trying to pay bills, trying to do this. Russell from Australia said this morning, commented on the video yesterday about the bananas I showed. They were 25 baht for a big bunch of bananas. And I know he said in Australia, that's $1. I said $1. He said they cost $7 in Australia. So that's 7 times the price or 6 times the price. So that would have been, they're like 200, how much would that be? 200 baht? 175 baht, something like that. So for the same bananas. So money doesn't go so far, but I sacrifice living in the middle of nowhere. My water pressure is not good. Electricity goes off sometime, noise, smelling, burning, but I can live and nobody bothers me. So that's my choice, right? I remind Kevin Sunday. Yes, please. We'll have to sing Arthur a song. 21 again, Arthur. Yeah, Ashley says, hot, hot, hot. What are the happiest moments in my life? I'll tell you one happy one. Yesterday, I talked to you guys, and it went really, really well. I felt great. I thought, okay, I need to go get some food, so I got in my truck, drove to the village. And on the way, I seen the mailman, and the fact that the mailman knows my truck and knows me, he stopped to give me my lens in my box, right? That made me happy. Two things. One, I got my lens, but the second one, he knows me and stopped me. There's the people who are making the house down the road. I beat my horn and wave, and they wave back. I go to the village. I go see my banana lady girlfriend, and she laughs. I don't know what she's talking about, but she laughs and jokes and kids around with me. I go get my food. He laughs, and the lady that works with him laughs and jokes. I shake everybody's hand, smile. I go to the shop. I bought a coffee. The coffee lady hardly ever smiles. I got her to smile yesterday. The guy who sells the chicken, he looks at me like I'm a nut, but I got him smiling, and I came home. I went to get some sum-tum for my evening meal, and I went in the sum-tum shop, and I don't go in there a lot, and the lady says to me, she's going like this, 5E, 5E, 50, 50. I said, Hasip? She goes, Ka. And the old lady was stood there, and she got so excited that I was speaking Thai to the lady who runs the shop. And I come home. I felt great. So yesterday was a great day. I guess if I had to pick a time, another time is, I have to say when I was teaching. You know, I thought you think to myself where I come from to where I wind up teaching. My background says that I could have been a drug addict or in prison, yet I was teaching in a school, teaching teachers how to teach. So, to me, I pulled myself out of dirt, I studied hard, got myself to that point, and I was very happy and pleased with myself. And actually, thank you for asking that question. Where am I? It's being a good Samaritan. Yep. Did you check out John Kosh? Remind me, John Kosh. I think I looked. John Kosh. I forget now. I think I looked, but I can't remember anything. I'll have to look again. I forgot. I am knocked out. Yeah, it takes the heat will knock you out if you're not yet. Would love to meet up for a cuppa. Yeah, Ashley, no problem. Just let me know. David, good morning, Kevin. Let's do another coffee in January. We'll be there in your town if you are there to do another 4-hour talk. Pizza, my treat, laugh out loud. Okay, David, sounds good. How is Ozzy? Did you guys stay in contact? Yes, stay in contact with everybody. Have pretty much been recovering after traveling. You know what I always find, I forgot now, I haven't traveled for so long. I think, was it when you travel east, I think when you travel east, it's not so bad, but when you travel west a long way, it really affects you, if I remember right. But it still affects, changing your time. You think how our bodies work, biorhythms and in tune with the earth and all that sort of stuff, and then you just lift up and move to 12 time zones, and then think everything's going to be cool. It takes time for your body to adjust. We are in Ubin. He used to go to protect his feelings in an inadequate, so sorry. He used you to protect his feelings of inadequacy, so sorry. Yeah, thank you, Colleen. I was talking to a friend, the lady in Like restaurant the other day, and she said, how did you get into photography? And I said, it was my father who he didn't teach me photography for fun. He taught me photography so I could help him. He was a a PH1 photographer first class in the Navy. He worked on the Admiral staff in Boston, and he used to take me to work, and he taught me how to develop film and how to develop pictures in the darkroom at 7 years old, because he needed help to catch up on his work. Is that a bad thing? You could say child labor or something, but I actually enjoyed myself. And actually going out taking pictures with him or teaching me about f-stop or anything like that, never. But the fact of taking pictures, I don't know where that came from. I don't know. I mean, all his pictures were of Navy stuff, so I don't know. I just love photography now. But I know my father's childhood was very bad. No love. His mom died at 9. She had TB. She died at 9. There's both brothers, the two younger brothers, very, very, very aggressive and very, very angry people. You know, just angry. And I met them many times, and I'd watch them, and I'm thinking, amazing how angry they could get. And I was just like, so I don't know how I got to where I am from all that mess. I have no idea. I actually have a little idea, but chili, hot, which affects the taste buds and is oil alcohol soluble. The radish, hot, which is a compound released by enzymes in saliva, oxidized by oxygen, which vents in the nasal sinuses. Wow. Ben, that's an amazing explanation of eat wasabi and your nose blows up. Scientific. Hello? What's that? Lele? Hi. Have you been here before? If not, welcome. William Poole. I think sometimes having a dog pet can give a good feeling out. Yep. Agree, William. I saw that you had dried mango today. Yesterday, yep. Have you ever tried mango salad as an alternative? Yes, mango salad. My nose keeps itching for some reason. Does that mean money's coming? What else is there? There's a type of is it ginger? No. What is that other salad? Not mango. I think it's like a sour ginger or something. I try all of them. I like any salad. Excellent information, Mr. Mitch. Do you have good lemonade in Thailand? Danik. The only lemonade you have in Thailand that I'm aware of is just squeeze the lemons and make it yourself. One thing I like here is they say chow manao, which is lemon tea, cold lemon tea. Very tasty. I'm a chef. Cool. Chef, nutritionist even. You know, I was listening to a guy last night. He said he's 62 years old. He showed his physique. He's very slim. And one of the things is, obviously we know there's a difference between male, female hormones, but one of these things he said was, as men get older, a side effect of age is the transit time of the food you eat slows right down. So you could have a belly, but it's not fat. It's just, you're full. So what he said was, try to find foods that have a fast transit time and even consider a liquid vegan diet. I'm like, I don't have a problem with vegetables, but I don't know if I could do it all the time. What's your thoughts on that, Ben, as a nutritionist? It shows. Agree, Mitch. Get back to Bangkok on Saturday and we'll contact you then if it's okay. Sure, okay, no problem. Hello, good morning, Kevin and other gang. Vern says hi. not just tonight, but maybe of your comments. Yeah, that's a good idea, Mitch. Leave it in the comments. Then we can, because if you write it here, it kind of gets lost. But if you write it in the comments when we finish, then we can all go back and have a read of it. With my wife, folks, at the moment. Very nice. Good, Ashley. Enjoy your trip. I'm thinking of starting a YouTube channel for my upcoming trip. Good job, Andy. Yeah, do it. Do it. I like to contribute if someone learns just a little bit. That is a good thing. No? Correct. I agree, Van. Yeah, I mean, there's different types of teachers, right? There's the people who want to tell everybody about everything, or there's people who give information when asked or in the right way. So I think in the early days, I was the kind of, teachers, you know what teachers are like. They want to tell everybody everything. But in the end, I stopped and become more an observer. If people ask, then I'll say something. People say sometimes you're like a guru. I'm like, what is a guru? I mean, I'm just a human being going on about his business. And I have the same needs and requirements as everybody else. Observe those moments. Agree, Mitch. Andy, make sure you let us know. Yeah, leave your channel name in here, Andy. Then we can all know what's going on. We can share and watch where you're going. Just cleaning my windows so I can see. Kev, have you ever given any thought to having super chat? I have thought of super chat, but I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm in Thailand and I don't think you can have super chat here in Thailand. So I think what you have to do is use a virtual private network or something to let YouTube know that you're outside of Thailand. And I think somebody once said to me a long time ago, make a Patreon account, and I didn't want to. But he kept going on and he said, I want to give you some money for the videos you make. And I said, okay, so I made Patreon. And if you want to, super chat is, I heard this, that if you give me $1 in super chat, then I get 60% and YouTube keeps 40%. So I never thought about getting a VPN and doing all that business, because if you give me $10, that's $4 is not coming to me. So I never bothered about all that sort of stuff. So if you really feel you want to give something, then you can, if you hear me talking, you can buy me something and send it, or you can, if you really want to give something, you can go to Patreon. But I never ask anybody for any money. I have my pension I live on. I live well on my pension. I try not to waste money, so. But thank you for asking. Speaking of super chat, Kev's nose is itching. Ah! Good one, Mitch. Andy Stubb asked, he said no. Izzy. Oh, yeah, Izzy asked me before. Yeah, I think maybe after Izzy asked me before, as I tried to look at super chat, and because I'm registered in Thailand, I don't think that works here. But if you use a VPN and have a bank, if you have a VPN and too much. I have a Patreon, so if somebody is burning desire to give, then that's fine. but I never ask for money. I mean, subscribe, and if you know, when the advertisements come on, if you let the I know they're a pain in the rear end, but if you let the advertisement run a little bit, then you're giving me something. Maybe being here in paradise is your ultimate destiny, irrespective of your childhood memories of your traveling history, and you have the best decade of your life here. Agree, sir. Run. I think it's like this. You know, you're the captain of your ship. You are the captain of your ship. So if you decide life is terrible, then that's the way you're directing your ship. But if you just keep saying no, this is the way I want to go, and that's what I've done. You know, I'm standing in the top in the bridge, and I am the captain of my ship, and I want to go this way. So even though there's all these little boats around telling me I have to go in a different direction, I say, no, I'm going in this direction. And then the spirit of this person says, I want to be happy, and here I am, living my life the way I want to live it. So well said, Aaron. Greetings from New Zealand, Barry. Well-being and happiness, thank you so much. William Poole, Danik, you can get beautiful lemonade on the markets in Thailand. Yes, you can. And canned bottles in stores. You know, one of the things I like is when the Thai oranges, they're not as big as a normal orange. But if you go somewhere, I'm going to see if we can see this bird. See, we're going to sneak up, see if we can see it, okay? There's a brown and black bird, bigger than a crow. And they, when they sit in the tree, they actually sound like a monkey, like a woo, 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 but deep, hollow voice. Yeah, so you can, the Thai oranges, they have that press, they squeeze them, so you can get fresh squeezed orange juice, lemonade, all kinds of different things at the markets, yeah. Today they call it child labor. In the 60s, they called it apprenticeship. My dad taught me to lay bricks starting at 9. Wow. Starting at 9. Yep. So I guess I had it better. I started around 7, but it wasn't as hard as bricklaying. But I actually enjoyed it once I learned how to do it. You know, I developed the film and I developed the pictures. At first just the film, but later I learned how to, you know, you're in a dark room where there is no light, and you have to take the film out the spool and put it in like a canister and put the chemicals in. I learned all that. All these birds flying around, I think because they're nesting in the ferns. As we age, we lose our digestive enzyme. Age, illness, antibiotics, etc. does a job on us. Well said, Lori. Yeah, you know, there's so many birds around here today. What's happening? Spring is on the way, I guess. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Yeah. I've always had a bit of a problem with slow transit time, I guess is a nice way to say it. I've tried probiotics and all sorts of stuff. But I tell you what I have found here in Thailand is there's herbs. It's a small, sort of like an aspirin size, but I think there's 4 herbs in it. And it says you can take the maximum of 4. I take 2. Look out. Very, very good. But I would like to find something, a diet. I mean, okay, the herb ones work well. I guess it's the same as if you put the real herb in your diet, right? So what's the difference? I'm philosophizing to myself. David, any better air quality over there yet? Yeah, it's a lot better now. What do you think can you be done from people who care, who live over there? I'll try that again. Any better air quality over there yet? What do you think can be done from the people who care, who live over there? I think what Dave is saying is, what can be done by the people living here? I guess Falang. I'll tell you, I mean, I did a video about an air filter I bought. It's an electric thing, you plug it in, and it runs constantly, but very slow. And if it smells something that's not good, it speeds up and cleans the air. And it cleans, the filter can clean everything. You know, even smog, pollution, everything. So like if you cook something in the kitchen and it smells it, it'll clean that air out. And if the air quality out here, this time of year they've stopped burning, they're planted again. So sometimes they have a week or two off when it's real hot, so they harvest and then they leave it a couple weeks, and then they started planting again. So no burning right now. So the air quality is pretty good, and the rains come, that helps to clear the air. So the main thing is, I think, is the air filter, which I talked about before. My mother said that a itchy nose moment, visitors are coming. Oh, cool. Visitors are coming. Ashley's coming. Lyd had it on her last channel. Okay, cool. Very good, Danik. Correct, Kevin. Set up a VPN. I think I'm behind on the comments here. I use a VPN. Afternoon, all right, Johnny. Hello, Andy and William. Thank you, Mr. Mitch. Hello, Johnny Rotten. I hope your family and all are good, mate. Vegan diet can be low in protein. Use unless careful. For those that are aging, water and fiber and less red meat is yeah. I don't, you know, I'm not a big fan of red. I was a vegetarian for 4.5 years, and I did it for my reasons. And I started back to eating meat again, and I really don't enjoy red meat. As funny as that may sound, I don't really enjoy red meat. So mainly fish and chicken, but I don't eat ocean fish very much because they say it's got too much mercury and poisons in it. So vegan diets can be low. Okay, yep. You could consider getting a hardware wallet like, what is that? Tracer, and accept Bitcoin if you want to support a good life. What do you think about Bitcoin? I don't know really much about Bitcoin. You know, I had to kind of live my life simple. Bitcoin, PayPal, all these different ways of paying money. I don't know about all that stuff. I understand what Bitcoin is. You know, I read a little bit about it. I don't know, I just simple person. Like I said, if you really just feel that you want to give me something, you know, you can, my address is in the comments there. And if you hear me talking about something or just think you want to do something, you can. But, or you can use PayPal, but I don't really want to open all these different things up. You know, I do this for a reason, is to interact with you guys and to the creative side. So I don't like asking for money. All good for Johnny. Good. All good here. Always good for us. Thanks, Johnny. A little bit cooler now and so much better. At what age you had this idea of recoding here in Thailand? Varen says, why did I come? Oh, what age was I when I decided to come to Thailand? I was about, I was born in London, and I have a British passport, but I also have an American passport because my father registered me as American because he was in the military. So at 18 months old, I left England, went to Iceland for 4 years, lived in 3 different parts of America. At 12 or 13, something like that, I moved back to England. 14 maybe, back to England, and then moved to Germany for 7 years, back to England, back to Germany, went to the Falklands, got out of the green clothes, went to, traveled around America in a motorhome for 16 months, then all over Asia. So I don't think, for me, traveling and relocating is not a real big issue. What do we need? We need food, water, food, and shelter. That can be found anywhere. And as long as you can afford to buy the food, I never thought too much about it. I just did it. That's just the way I am. You understand? Ashley understands the guru comment. Hi guys, Andy says. Thank you, Andy Stubbs. Good morning from Phangang Town. Where's that, Badger? Father figure, which I lack. Ashley. Oh, okay. Kevin, I have been watching your diet, and it appears to be very good, with the possibility that you are a little heavy on the processed sugars. Otherwise, eating Thai dishes and light bread is good. Little bread is good. Thank you. I cut back on the pastries and stuff a lot. I had for a long time. It was I wouldn't say weakness. It's just I love it. Go find a new coffee shop, a piece of cake or a piece of pastry, some tea, coffee, whatever. That was my thing. I don't do drugs. I don't go drinking, partying. That was my thing. But I realized, there's a lot of sugar, a lot of processed stuff, not necessarily healthy. So I cut it out completely. But I still like pastry, pain de raisin, the swirl thing, the French thing. I like that. But what I like a lot for breakfast is a egg sandwich, but it's full of lettuce, full of salad stuff. So lots of salad stuff until it's like overflowing. I love that for breakfast. But I think overall it's pretty good diet. Maybe I can try harder, but at the same time we got to enjoy life, right? But thank you for that, Ben. I started at 14 and thought that was young. Mr. Varan says hi to Mitch. Processing photography would be interesting. Yeah, nowadays it's digital. A friend said to me, what would your father think if he was here now with all this digital stuff and the different types of lenses, macro lenses and what? I know my father, he always used to use Nikon, and he had a wide angle lens which he used the majority of times, but that was back in the film day. And so I wonder what he would think now with all the big telephoto and everything's better price. But digital, and then you use software. He wouldn't even know what a computer was. Love the black and white photos. Some here it was. Yes, it was good like magic. Not long for your trip. Hello, Andy. I send you a friend request. It's a beautiful day here in southern Thailand. Okay, we are we are day tripping to Kagola, Kagolas today. Weather good, look good at your place too, Kevin. Yeah, it is nice here. There's it's warm in the sun, but nice under the tree here. I got a t-shirt on and I'm still okay. Yes, could. Mitch says we could choose ceramics or photography. It went with photography. Yeah, Lori, yep. Chewing helps to produce the saliva and the enzymes, right? So they're back there scratching their nose. My grandfather always reminded me to do that. I'm not sure if I'm on the right channel here. I don't know what's all this talking. Stay away from Bitcoin. Okay. Yes, strange, Kevin. I stopped eating red meat 10 years ago. Now eat pork, chicken, and fish. Plenty fruit and veg. Have great choice in Thailand. Yep. Thank you, Mitch. It's 50 minutes from, okay. Oh, an hour and a half from Phuket. Okay, cool. Way down there then. I'm with you, William. I rarely eat red meat. It's the province between Phuket. Okay, Badger, thank you. It's interesting on diet. I've been following a low carb, high fat diet, and it's the only thing that works for me. But everyone has to find their own happy eating habits and lifestyle. Yeah, I agree, Badger, because at the end of the day, we all have, there's what are those books, Eat for Your Blood Type or something? And I heard about that, and I'm like, what is all that stuff, But there's a lot more that goes on than we really understand. Things are not just all the same. There's so much that influence us, plus age, right? So, but I think what Lori said about chew more might be good for me too. Good morning, Bert. Carsten, Rich. Good morning, good afternoon. Morning here still, I think. Late morning now. Enjoy evening. How are you? Evening. How are the plans for your new house? If that's directed at me, my plans are the same. Still thinking. I'm thinking. Part of me wanted to leave here, but when I started looking into all that radiation stuff and the 5G and all that sort of stuff, I think hopefully they won't bring 5G to me because I'm like here by myself. I don't need 5G. So I'm thinking of putting a house over there in the woods. And I actually thought to get like a shipping container, cover it in like a rubber paint, and cover the whole thing in dirt, because dirt tends to stop radiation. Cover the whole thing in dirt, so it just looks like a big hill in there, but with a door and no windows, and I can live in there, and not only will be no radiation, but it will be cool all the time. So I'm just thinking more all the time. If you don't have high blood pressure, a glass of organic celery juice every morning will make the plumbing completely clear. Thank you, Colleen. Celery is a little bit hard to find here in the market, but I think there's something similar to that. Maybe that will work too, I don't know. My brother lost 150 pounds, 10 stone in a year eating nothing but meat, green veggies, and nuts. Very cool. Gordon Peterson, the psychologist, is quite controversial. He's not, but people get upset with what he says. him and his daughter had problems, with all kinds of different problems. And you know what they found in the end? They only eat meat. That's all they do, is they eat red meat or like a steak for all meals all the time. And they both lost weight and they're both healthy and feel like she had all. If you do a search like on YouTube, Gordon Peterson's daughter meat diet or something like that, and you might find it. And she was all kinds of sick. And then she started this, she did her research and started a meat diet, and she got her health back. Funny. People need to have less salt and sugar in their foods. Okay. Give me a pasta and stir fry and I'm happy. Yeah. My weakness is spaghetti. I love spaghetti, things like that, but I don't eat it all the time. I'm diabetic and have gotten off my meds due to the low carb, no carb, and cutting out all sugar works for me. Good job, Badger. Good job. Very good. Cool. Yeah, very, very good. If you can get off your meds like that, that's what I say. You know, I've said this 1,000 times, but I don't want to upset people. I think if you steady about health, what made you first have to go see the doctor and get the medicine? Why did your body say, I need the medicine? Then correct the problem and you can get off the medicine. And that's very, very good. Excellent. Because everything has side effects, right? Remember your video on air filters? Yes? Certainly do, David. Curious if other laws will be enforced, like you said. Speed limit now. Air quality days. Good one. Great video. Thank you, David. And blessings to you too, sir. I'm lucky. Take no medication. Yeah, same here. Some say I need medication. Touch wood, I agree. Touch wood, touch the tree. Okay, folks, I'm off road tripping. Thanks, Kevin, for your channel. You inspire me to do more on mine. Take care. Take care, sir. And thank you for all your kindness. Be safe on the road and enjoy yourself. I hope you meet some beautiful people while you're traveling. Be safe. Yeah, diabetes is, I think my father had diabetes when he passed away. I don't want to get into the graphics of it, but if you look at the later stages of diabetes, I believe that's what the reason he passed away, because he neglected himself, which is what his doctor told me when I went went there. But I think he had diabetes. Good morning from Chiang Rai. Rangusan. Good morning. See you, Roger. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate your vlog. Thank you, William. I've caught up on the comments. Whew. 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 Round 2. Good morning. I'm seeing in the comments, I'm reading the comment and trying to answer questions as we go. And somebody puts a comment in and everybody's answered and I come back and find it later. I'm the slow one. Whew. And it's an hour's gone already. Good morning, Peter. Hope you're doing well. Guys, if you haven't given me a thumbs up here, if you're enjoying it, I'd be grateful for a thumbs up. And if you're happy to hang around, in the mornings I try to do the live thing where we can all come and talk to each other. I started a Facebook page, Kevin in Paradise. The idea was people could come and join in, but it didn't seem to work out that way. I don't know why, the way Facebook was set up. I just wanted like a room where people could go comment and say, hey, what's happening, share emails, that sort of stuff. But it didn't work. But anyway, we're doing good on these, so everybody can come and talk each day, share their stories. Colleen's got a new grandson, a granddaughter, and birthdays coming, people happy. I'll be fine, huh? Good morning, Peter. I learn something every day. Thank you. Yep. We love you, Kevin. Thank you so much, Lori. Love back to you too. Bye-bye, William. See you later. Yeah, if you subscribe if you're happy. If you're not, hit the road. I'm teasing. Amin, how you doing? Good morning. Lots of new people today. Or am I, so many birds flying around this morning. Love it, love it, love it. I feel like I'm disturbing them. Sorry that wasn't a thumbs up. Love your videos. Life in New York City. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Doing good. Warlock, thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the thumbs up. If you're thinking about leaving, is that for going? I don't know, Rich. You know, there's a lot to think about whichever country you're living in. And I have to say, when the military martial law thing was on in here, you know something? I actually felt safe while that was on. I didn't feel unsafe at all. And out of all the countries I've lived, I feel safest here, right now. You know, driving on the road can be a little bit dangerous because the standard of driving is not that of the UK or Europe, but I would say you learn offensive driving really fast, how to defend yourself and get out of the situations. If you don't crack up, you'll learn to be a very good driver fast here. So, but I still feel safe here. I go to the market, people's friendly, they're happy. When I was a kid and I lived in Fieldsboro, New Jersey, you could walk down the street and say hi to everybody and everybody would say hi back. And I was only a young teenager. I'd say hi to everybody, grandmas, granddads. I wouldn't say that's the same today, but overall I feel most happy here. So I really don't want to leave Thailand. Yep, less than 15,000. I don't, thank you, Andy, for saying that. Sorry, less than 500. A couple weeks ago, last month, everything was going really well. And I'm thinking, just a couple more weeks and I'll hit it. And then I can show you, I was going to make a video about it for a laugh, but I have the graphs. I screenshotted the graphs. So if you look at the timeline, the views were like this, right? A big dome in the middle, real high, right? The views were really high, crossing between April and May. So the last week of April and the first couple weeks of this month, the views were like this, high all the way along. But then look at the money. The money goes like this and dives down to the 1st of May to 0 and comes back out. So on the last day of April, I made $8.40 in one day. And then I think it was the 1st of May, 0 money. But then the second or third day, I made $5 in one day, $5, right? So remember what we said before about how long it takes to create a video and what you have to do and how much work. So you can say roughly between 5 and 6 hours of actually going out and videoing and editing and uploading and sharing, right? So 6 hours work for $5, less than $1 an hour. That's not what I do it for, but you can say that, right? But so the views are like this, high, but the money goes to 0. That's like, not 1 penny, but nothing. So I'm like, how can the views be high, but I get paid 0 on the first? Is that a glitch in the system? The subscribers were going like this and then go off as well. And that happens every month. They turn me off. I think I know people who have been on doing this less than me and get more subscribers, but I don't. I just think that's not what I'm doing it for. But 15,000 is my goal, and after that, I don't care what happens. But thank you for saying that, Andy. Always good to see you and hear your stories, Jim in Pattaya, in John PM. Thank you, James. Gotta go. It's 10 p.m. and I have to early. Good night. All the best, Lori. See you, Kevin. Time for a shower. Have a great day. All the best, Ashley. Have a good day, Ashley. Yep, looking at Social Blade. Oh, okay, yeah. So you can see the statistics. You can see, actually one day, if you're looking in Social Blade, one day you can see it was -1. It actually took a subscriber off. So if you look at views, the views were high, and one day, I mean, it doesn't make sense. The views are like that, so it means that everything should be the same. The money should be the same, view time, everything should be the same, but it's not. So, who's doing that? Good morning, good afternoon, dear Kevin. Dear Am, good afternoon. Might be because people skip advertisements. Well, if that's the truth, that means on that one day, everybody had to skip advertisements, everything. Which if you look at Social Blade, it never happens. But in the YouTube channel, you actually have statistics behind the scenes you can look at to sort of learn how to go with the flow. So anyway, so that means nobody looked at the advertisements, and I lost 1 subscriber that day. Not the average. If you look before it, the average was 16 per day. So whatever, I don't care. It's whatever happens is fine. You can measure what you bring to the channel in money form. Look at all the friends you have made now. That is priceless. Agree, Peter. Priceless. I've noticed that the ads are now at the beginning of the vlogs. I usually go to get a cup of tea while the ads play. Thank you, Ben. Perfect. I don't like the ads myself. When I watch other people's channels, it's a natural instinct to just close the ad off. But like Ben said, I try to let it run as long as I can. But the trouble is the ad sometimes blocks something you're trying to look at too. So, but like I like to watch about photography and things like that. Some sports sometimes, but I try to let it run as long as I can until it irritates me too much. But okay, guys, we've been on here an hour. Whew, I think I talked too much today, didn't I? Yeah, about Amin says about the content and they sabotage you. I can say, I emailed YouTube and they tell me stuff, and you email them and they tell me stuff, and I think, I before I even started this channel, I spent a long time studying about everything. That's just the way I am. Good morning, Jangle. Thanks, Kevin. Enjoy your day. Thanks, Barry. I studied a long time before I even decided to do this channel to see if it was for me, if it would work for me, etc. Yes, you are late. Where you been? I've subbed to over 250 channels, most travel channels. So I studied a long time, spent a long time researching whether I even wanted to do YouTube. And finally, I had some friends who kept saying to me, do it, you'd be good at it. I'm like, okay. And here I am. So I know the formats, I know the statistics, I know how it works. You play the game and they turn it off. And then I would say in the early days, I had one time when I was averaging 30,000 views per day. And you could watch it. It was going like this, 30,000 down to 25, back up like this. And then all of a sudden one day it went, poof, and dove off. And every time I started to get it going again, it dropped off. So when I asked YouTube about it, it started to come back up again. Interesting. So I don't know what to say. Just keep going, enjoy myself, what I'm doing. No need to worry too much. If you think too much about it, you'll get stressed out and I'll just give up. But I'll just keep going for now. It's forecast to be 108 in Chiang Rai on Sunday and Monday. Woohoo! 108. I'm crazy busy in the garden trying to do the hedge. Oh, wow. Be careful, Django. Don't get too hot. Are you doing it all by yourself? Thank you so much. I have to take one pill a day. I'm convinced after I sell my house and leave the States, I'll be able to heal myself. I don't have my new granddaughter yet. I'm waiting for her. Oh, okay, she's coming. Good plan, Colleen. Excellent plan, actually. You can turn into be a hippie lady. Walk barefoot in the dirt. When you touch the earth with your bare feet, you get Schumann's resonance. Your body vibrates at Earth's frequency again. Everything gets back into harmony and away from stress. And what is Kevin talking about? Yeah, good. Yeah, Andy, I understand what you're saying. Graphics look weird. I agree. I can see behind YouTube in the creator side, you see the statistics, and then basically you see the same in the analytics of Social Blade. It's a couple of days late, but it's in there, and it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all. Okay, guys. I think it's time to say good night to those in the West so they can get their head down. And for those in the East can turn the AC on. Drink something cool. Chill out. Good job, Barry. Yeah, walk barefoot in the dirt. That's the way we were meant to do. We wear plastic shoes and insulate ourselves from the earth. There's so much that we don't understand. When I was in the green clothes, I'd hear stories like this and say, you guys are on drugs or something, but Pittsburgh, PA, 1:45 in the morning. And thank you for being here. Fenrir Fire. Thank you for all you new guys coming on today. A lot of Mr. Mitch, my nose was itching. Maybe I'm not rich in money, but rich in new people coming today. What do you think? Lots of new people today. Please subscribe and come again. I tried to be here in 10 in the mornings, between 10 and 11 in the mornings. So if you're not busy, good day, sir. All the best. See you, Kev. See you, Andy. All the best. Nice chat. Thanks for a good night. All the best, Michael. You're welcome. Sir, love you, your peaceful content. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining the stream today. Thank you all for your participation and valued information. Agree, Mitch, 100%. Food. So if we had, okay, Mitch, if we had to sum today up, what would it be? Love, peace, and kindness. Colleen's got a new granddaughter coming. Stay healthy. Look after yourselves. Buckets of blessings. All the best, guys. Good night.